Cheers, y'all. Cheers, Christian.
Cheers.
Bam. So today, guys, we're going to be going over the 5 health habits for a healthy lifestyle. They're going to be simple. Simple doesn't mean easy, but simple. And then also the products on the carousel, how they relate to these 5 healthy habits. We're going to be breaking it down, all that good stuff, and just be hanging out. Christian's here, right, Christian? Get it up top. Now, the downside is I got to get my camera going. For some reason, my camera that I normally have on Christian doesn't want to sync. So you guys might be just seeing him from like a separate angle. Close any other applications. You know what? Maybe it's because I got Zoom open or something. I don't even know, y'all. Oh, maybe it's a sign. Let's close this. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if maybe. How you guys doing, by the way? Let me know in the chat what's up. Let me pull it up so I can say hey to all the peeps. Boom. Here we are. Oh, what's up, Ludo? Apparently I didn't put a Y in there. How we doing? How's it going today? Let me make sure I got my right audio on too. Yeah, we got that. All right. So yeah, unfortunately, my other camera is just not connecting today. So we're just gonna have this one camera angle. Ben Christian's just gonna be here hanging with me. We're gonna keep him off his phone and keep him locked in, right, guys?
I'm trying to sell this car in the marketplace. This lady's.
Ooh, so yeah, who's trying to get a car right now, guys? Hit up Christian if you're in like the Western North Carolina area. Let us know in the chat, Christian. What kind of car are you selling and how much?
It's a 2013 Chevy Equinox.
Ooh, 2013 Chevy Equinox, y'all. Hit them up. Let them know what's up. So again, guys, we're going to be going over 5 healthy habits that will be able to be a sustainable aspect to your lifestyle, and then also the products in the carousel, how they're going to relate. Boom. And then I'm going to drop all the awesome sauce. Okay, let's get into it. How's your day going, by the way, Luda? Bring it up. Boom. Who dat? I forgot I got my other thing on. How did I even find my number? Someone found my number on a phone. I don't even know what the number is for. That's kind of creepy. And then I just realized it's actually the WhatsApp. Let me actually check. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, what's up, Samantha? How you doing? Yeah, Samantha. All right, so let's see. What product do you guys want to cover first? We're either going to let Christian pick or you guys get to pick. You know what? I lied. I wanted to do one first. We're going to do the Pop Babies only because I want to make our protein shake. So this is actually the shaker, not the blender. I have both. I have the blender and I have the shaker. The biggest difference between the blender and the shaker is the blender is actually going to be able to break up food, like fruits, vegetables, ice, things like that. The shaker is literally just an automated shaker. Cool thing about it, though, do I have the bass in here? Better have that bass. Oh, no, y'all. I got the bass in the kitchen. I'm going to have to go get that. First, let's just show you. This is one of the things. So if I don't have a pre-made shake, what I like to do is, like when I'm saying a pre-made shake, like someone's already mixed up, boom, we drop this bad boy in here. I'm also probably going to have to throw some water in here. So I got doing about 8 ounces of our unsweetened almond milk. I'll do between 8 and 16, depending on, again, how much almond milk we have. I actually just ran out, so I'm going to have to buy some more at the store today. And because I'm splitting this with Christian, we're going to go 1 scoop. We're going 2 scoops. We're going to go 2 scoops of our Optimum Nutrition. I have this in my storefront. I don't have it in the carousel today. They're not even a sponsor of mine, but I do like the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey. Solid. Again, it's got 24 grams of protein, 120 calories. Pretty good ratio there. We throw this puppy on. Now I'm going to go into, and what I would normally do is I'd be able to just throw the cap on, pop it into the base, blend it up. But I realized the base is in the kitchen. So Christian's going to hang out with you guys while I go get that. And what I'll do is I'll pull up. Let's see if we got inland coupons. When I say inland coupon, Christian, what we're talking about, for you guys that don't know as well, when you click on a product, sometimes it'll have an additional savings they don't even advertise. So let's see if like this one has it. Let's see which products have it. I'm trying to find one so I can show Christian. I bet you this one's going to have it because they had it the other day. Oh, no. All the inlinks seem to be gone, y'all. Where'd they go? Dropping an inlink coupon?
Hmm?
What are you dropping?
I was just wondering what my
Oh, your heart rate
is.
is?
It's rocking right now.
Good morning, Coach Mike and Christian. What's up, Travel Diva?
Good morning.
Morning. So let's actually, while I'm going to get the blender, I'm going to highlight the blood pressure. I'm sorry, the heart rate and pulse ox. Boop, boop, boop. You want to check it?
Yeah, I got it going.
You got it? All right. So Christian's going to share with you guys what he's got. Let's give it a read. Oh, that's like Trey.
Right now we're 96. Let's see if I can't get it to go down, controlling my breathing. So my BPM is at 64. I'm trying to get it down a little bit, see how it's going. So normally with this, you got to give it a couple minutes to get an accurate reading. You can't just go off what it says in the beginning. Travel Diva. So I'm at 97 and 60.
Ooh, what you got, Christian?
98 and 67.
Ooh, it's a little elevated right now.
Yeah.
All right, so we got
I
our
was
base.
saying how you got to give it a couple minutes, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Just let it, and like now you can breathe, take a couple deep breaths. See how your body responds. There's also an elevated heart rate above your normal average is an indicator that you might also be underslept, overtrained, underfed. There's really interesting insight to it. Yeah, it's totally a great gadget. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Oh, look at that shot. All right, so now we're going to go back to Travel Diva, Kmart Kelly. I love how you guys just have this, or how we have this like community here. So this is, again, this is Pop Babies, but this is this shaker, not the blender. But I want to just highlight the blender since it's one of our sponsors, and I do love their product. I actually use this a little bit more than I use the blender now. I use this on a daily. I use the blender probably every other day this week just because fasting every other day. So what we're going to do, guys, is for this one, the only difference between the shaker and the blender is this one's just going to stir it up. Yeah, Alyssa says, hey, by the way, Christian, so watch me.
What's going on, Alyssa?
Pop it in, and look at that. It's going to blend this puppy up for us. Now, you're going to notice I got some clumps here. This is the only downside with anytime we use like a powder, I find is it can clump up, or like using sticky things like peanut butter and stuff like that. Not that I would put peanut butter in the shaker, I put it in the blender. But one of the things I've noticed is if you kind of move it around a little bit, it'll kind of stick it loose. Uh-oh, I filled it up a little bit too much. You can see it's kind of spouting out the top. I went a little too hard. But again, the base you pop off, it's wireless, you charge it, you travel with it, all that good stuff. So now, let's get you your protein on, bro.
Oh, sweet. Thank you very much.
Boom. So now look, he's got his coffee. Oh, I'm just splooshing it. Just making a mess. It's all right, though. It's all right. Oh, I didn't throw the alpha grind in there. Hold on.
That's not my first rodeo.
You have to throw a little bit of alpha grind in here, too. So again, the cool thing I like about this, both the options, the blender or the shaker, they're travel friendly, they're versatile, they're easy to use, they're quick. The only thing is you're going to want to charge them every once in a while to make sure it's good, but you can throw it in your bag. Like, this is something I bring to the gym sometimes, or if I know I'm traveling. This is like, if someone says, hey, if you're being from New York, sometimes getting stuck in traffic is a big issue, right? So you could have a blender or a shaker in your car. Say, dude, I don't have time to like sit and make whatever. Cool. Have the shaker in your car. And then what I like is, I even have this on my storefront. It's what probably I've talked about in the past that I want to give it to Christian, but I lost the charger for it. Is having a car fridge.
Oh, yeah.
You got that car fridge. You throw some snackies in there, maybe some fruit, some yogurt. Boom, you blend it up.
Yeah.
You're good to go. It's a pretty sweet option.
It is.
All right, so let's throw. How's this thing? I don't know what's going on with this. This is the thing I will say, guys. I've noticed lately this thing has been kind of like leaking on me, and I don't know if because even I didn't fill it up before. Sometimes on the bottom, like when I go to jujitsu and I put it up on the side, I notice it leaves a little ring. I'm like, I don't know if I've just like I don't know what the deal is. If it's like because the way I threw it in a dishwasher, if I dropped it, if I cracked it, I don't see any cracks. So I'm gonna reach out to them and ask Pop Babies if like there's something I might have done. But I always like to again be fully transparent with you guys. I'm not just gonna tell you this other thing. It's honestly it's a little annoying at times when like I have little splotches here, little splotches here. Today I overfilled it, but in general I've noticed with the shaker, it'll leak a little bit, and then the blender. I don't know if again this is just my charger. But I've noticed that if it dies and you charge it, you have to let it charge before you can use it. Or at least give it like 15 minutes. It won't like plug it in right away, even if the battery's dead, and then it kicks on and you use it. May just be mine. May just be like I did something to it. So I'm gonna reach out to Pop Babies and get their insight on it. And that's the cool thing. I've communicated with them. They're very responsive and they're really supportive. So that's why I always like when I talk about these brands to think about like, hey, what's going to be the overall experience for anyone that we're referring to them. So again, what I mentioned we're going to talk about is our 5 healthy habits. I'm going to cover the 5 healthy habits here that we're going to kind of dig into. Let me actually pull up 5, you know what, I'm going to just say 5 healthy habits. I'm going to type this and keep typing it every once in a while. I'm going to do hydration, nutrition, hydration, exercise, mindset / mindfulness, and sleep. So we're going to play a game throughout this stream. I want you guys to guess of these 5 healthy habits, which I consider or which would be related to this product. So Christian, I'm going to ask you first to start us up because I feel like you'll be a good example of what this might be related to. So if we look at the Pop Babies blender, what category do you think this falls in for 5 healthy habits it can support?
I mean, like a couple, like hydration, nutrition.
Boom, there you go. So we got 2. That's exactly it. And it doesn't even have to just be 1. Again, nutrition, getting in our nutrients, getting in the calories, getting in our vitamins and minerals, and then hydration, being able to, again, get fluided. Here's the key thing. Someone asked me this the other day. We were talking about hydration, and we were talking about their hydration goal. And they're like, what about coffee? So coffee is something we don't count towards our fluid ounces, especially when it's caffeinated coffee, because it's what's called a diuretic, or it basically can potentially pull fluid from our body and dehydrate us. Not necessarily, I'm kind of oversimplifying, but it can pull fluid from our body. So when we're drinking coffee, we don't count it as hydration, or like if I have a goal of 100 ounces of water or fluid, I wouldn't count coffee as that. Now, it doesn't mean it takes away as a negative, but we just don't count it when we're using those numbers. Talk to me about questions, y'all. What do you guys think? Any of that goodness? Let's go. Let's see. What are we going to go to next? Ooh, let's go with random one. So let's talk about a random product, because this is how I look at things. Everything to me is part of a healthy lifestyle. It's just how do you look at it? How do you think a phone holder in the car can fit into one of these healthy habits? Which one of these healthy habits do you think it would be related to?
Would you start? The car?
Yeah, the car phone holder. Which one do you think is a healthy habit? Ooh, look at that. Ooh. So this is how and that's where I view it as, and I'll tell you why I think this way, or how I look at it. Few things. One, mindset. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So while we're driving, hopefully we're also not staring at our phone on the phone. So having a phone holder where it just puts it out of the way, takes care of it. You can even have a little port where it's charging for you is clutch. The other piece, thanks for the hydration reminder. Yeah, Kelly, get your hydration on. The other piece is we can also use our phone for playing mindset related content while we're driving, whether it's an audio book, whether it's a song that puts us in a place, whether it's a meditation, not like a zone out meditation, but just like a affirmation kind of a recording. What'd you say?
An informative podcast.
An informative podcast, 100%. So let's see if my video actually ranked for this yet, because I've re-updated it. Doesn't look my videos here, no. But just so you guys can kind of see it, I have this set up in our car. It's pretty clutch. Again, super cool. It's got a nice little grippy, as you can see on the back pad, to be able to help keep that contact. Scratch resistant. You close it. It's got the spring loaded on the side. Of course, because I'm screen sharing, my computer's going to get slow. Drop that out. And then that bottom part adjusts. That button opens the springs, locks it in. That's where it clicks, holds it in place. You got a rotational ball joint, so you can rotate it vertically, horizontally. You can pivot it. You can angle it. Super simple to set up too. It's not like over complicated, which is always great. And then this hooks right into your vents. So not only is it clipping, but it's got a little like hook on the back part that kind of hooks in as well. So it clips and hooks, which is pretty clutch. It's got a little port at the bottom. So if you do have a cable, you want to charge your phone, you can also do that as well. So it's really just very, very thoughtfully done, which I appreciate. The only thing I will say is like the fact that there is a cable just is something you want to be mindful of how you position so it doesn't get caught on anything. That's the only other piece. But again, going back to the mindful component of it, leverage your time and your really just day by, if you're driving, you sit in traffic, you commute to work, even to the gym, like it's an opportunity, in my opinion. The way I look at it is like, these are all opportunities for us to, why is my screen freezing? There we go. It's an opportunity for us to say, okay, how can I maximize this? And sometimes you don't want to listen to anything. I've noticed like when I get out of the gym, like I did this on Tuesday, I noticed I would have a habit of wanting to call people or zone out and not like check in. Because after training, I'm like, my guard's kind of down. What I mean by this is like, I don't know if you feel this way, but I can spend a lot of energy telling myself stories, avoiding things, whatever. And then if you have a really good hard training session, whether it's jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, weight training, running, cardio, whatever, you can, start to notice things that you may have been avoiding or trying not to notice. And for me, I'm like, oh man, did I get everything done today? Did I give it my best? Because I give it my best in jiu-jitsu. Like when I go to that class, like I'm going as best as I can. I can push myself. And I realized it reminds me, sometimes I don't always push myself the same way in other aspects of my life. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You got to take that tenacity and put it
into everything. Yeah. Exactly. And that's what like my focus is, and even my one word. We're doing the one word workshop on Saturday. I'm torn between either integrity or discipline. And the reason I think integrity is important, and I don't mean integrity like lying and cheating and stuff like that. For me, the integrity is with myself. Like if I say I'm going to do something and no one else is going to even know, but I know, like, oh, I'm not going to smoke anymore. No. But I do, but no one else knows. I know. Yeah. And that's integrity. Yeah. It's also discipline. It's kind of an overlapping theme. But I feel like if I have integrity, discipline takes care of itself. So that's a little bit of a rant, but exactly. Now let's go into the next product, Flybird adjustable dumbbells. This one might be a little bit more obvious, but what habit or habits do you think this falls under? I want to hear. I don't want to hear it like Christian. I know this one's obvious for you.
I think it's all of them.
Yeah, I mean it can be for sure.
I think it's all of them because it's.
Oh, so actually, I want to hear. Give me more about that. Tell me how you think it ties into hydration and nutrition.
Because, if you work out, you're going to feel that your body wants those things more. And you're going to acknowledge that you're not doing it as much as you should.
Yeah, okay.
Because you're going to exert yourself more, and then your body's really going to be wanting something.
Bingo.
And you're going to be like, what is that? And it's going to be some nutrition, some water. You'll probably sleep better, be able to go, sometimes when I work out hard during the day, my mind isn't racing at night. It's just, I'm going to sleep, Bingo. Yeah.
These are actually sold out right now, guys. They're not even available. They've been doing work with these, so they're sold out. But yeah, I'm a fan. Christian's got a set. I've got a set. Why isn't this not letting me drag it across? What's the dealio? Oh, what's up, Leslie?
What's going on, Leslie?
Yeah, Leslie.
Dude, I have my caps locked on. My bad, y'all. My bad, I have my caps locked on.
I'm a little excited.
Just yelling at everybody. All right, let's play our B-roll here on this, on the Flybird dumbbells. And then we'll dig back into it. I want to hear from you guys. So there's other pieces. I want to see how you, because I also agree. I can make the argument all of these fall into all these categories, but I always like to hear other people's perspective. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's break these down so you guys get a little more detail on them. And then we'll talk.
So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the...
I'm even going to mute it and just let it play and let's talk over it. So we talked about how it can tie into nutrition, hydration. What do you think about mindset and mindfulness? How do you see it tying into that? Because I believe it does as well.
Mindset and mindfulness?
Yeah.
Because I'd say mindset, if you grab a weight, you set yourself up to do 10 to 12 reps, and that 8th rep is hard, but you push and you do the 10 to 12, I think it will help with your mindset for future, future endeavors, whatever's to come, give you a little more confidence, if whatnot. You feel a little better about yourself, a little win, a little accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it, dude.
Make it look better, all types of stuff.
Now, how do you see it tying into sleep?
Tired.
Yeah,
Make you
exactly.
tired, you know?
Exactly.
Especially if you're just working from home a lot. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, that's stressful on the mind, you know, but physically, sometimes you might just be sitting for a while, you know. You go work out hard, your body's going to need sleep. It's going to want sleep, you know.
That's it. I'm gonna untie
For me, I notice that sometimes. It's like, why is my sleep schedule a little off? So, well, maybe I haven't really been working out, you know, maybe I'm being a little lazy.
That's it, dude.
Yeah, I like the handle on those dumbbells too.
Yeah, now one thing I've heard people say with adjustable dumbbells is a pro and a con is these dumbbells and other dumbbells like it, they don't have knurling. When I say knurling, you know what I'm talking about? Like on that bar, see how it has that little,
Yeah.
that's called knurling.
Okay, I know what you're talking
So
about.
let's highlight the barbell next, actually. So to have a cross comparison.
Like this.
Most barbells, yeah, see how that dumbbell has like knurling?
Yeah.
That's something that other people I've heard point out, like a drawback of certain adjustable dumbbells. And even the Flybirds, I haven't
Because
heard
they don't have it.
because they don't have it.
What is the importance of this? Like,
It's really a preference. It's not like it's really a grip thing, meaning like it's textural, tactile, like you feel it.
Yeah.
The downside to it, you're gonna get calluses from it. It's gonna like tear
Yeah.
up your hands a bit, especially if you're going heavy.
I feel like some people almost like that though.
Yeah, I do personally, because I'm a sick of it. And when I say I like it, I mean because I'm gonna train often enough, I'm gonna have them. So I'd rather have them and keep my hands tough than let them be like soft and have to continuously recondition. It's like your shins, like reconditioning your shins if you kind of let them get soft.
Yeah, I let them get soft.
And that's like, again, man, it's uncomfortable when you have to go back and you're like, dude, this does not
I remember
feel
the first
good.
day back, we did, you know, just some shin to shin warm-ups, and I haven't even hit pads in like 6 weeks.
This does not feel good.
It was interesting. It's a good time.
That's it, dude. All right, so now we're going to the barbell. And this is actually, someone just offered to buy this for me. So I'm kind of on the fence because I think it's unavailable
You got a
right now. It's
video
out of
for it or
stock.
what?
They actually have 2 left in stock. Let's see if the video I made ended up ranking. It still hasn't ranked. What's the dealio with that? So I'm going to make a video. I have a video made. So this is the other thing me and Christian were talking about. Last month, guys, I think we made 138 videos. And the month before that, we did 100 or like 102. So in the last month, I've done like 250 videos. So sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the videos and easily like grab them and drop them. So it's always easier for me. I love it when my video ranks for the product page. Also, it helps me transparently make more money, in case you guys were wondering. I'm very transparent. So like, yeah, I don't have the video easily on my computer, but I have it in my library. So let's see if we can find it. If not, we're going to share this video of this dude doing a horrible squat flip. I don't mean to pick on him. Hopefully it doesn't come across that way. Or we'll get just Christian over here ripping up barbells. He's like, I got you, Mike. I'm going to get my face out of this. Look at that. Boom. So let's break down some facts on this bad boy. So it's 7 feet in length. Let's see if Christian can guess how much it weighs. How much do you think it weighs based on how it feels?
35 pounds.
Ah, yeah. Just because he's also heard the video.
I know.
It's like he knows. So
Most of
35
them are
pounds.
45.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What's a traditional standard in Olympic barbells is 20 kilos or 45 pounds. But 15 kilos is like still considered that, but it's more of like a technique bar is the category for them. But again, 35 pounds. It can hold 700 pounds. So no one, I'll be honest with you guys, no one that's watching this stream, that's going to watch this stream is going to have an issue with this bar. Like, I'm sorry, no offense to you guys, you're not lifting 700 pounds.
Let me meet the guy. Let me meet the person that's
because there are a very small percentage of people.
Yeah.
They're called the world's strongest athletes. That are lifting 700 pounds.
That's a lot.
You know?
Yeah.
Or if you're not even a professional world's strongest man or world's strongest woman or world's strongest athlete, you're like a lifetime power lifter. You're an Olympic level power lifter. Like you're not lifting that much without having, or you're like 400 pounds.
Even like deadlifting. I mean, that's an insane amount.
Yeah, dude. Like anything above 300 to 400 pounds is like pretty substantial. And a lot of people will do that. Like I know a lot of people lift 500 pounds and stuff. Yeah. But in my argument, that's why I like resistance bands too. You don't need to lift more than that.
It's kind of getting dangerous. You know, that's a lot of weight.
It's especially there's a lot of variables at play, especially
depends what you want. Right?
Yeah, and how much you've conditioned your body to build up to that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, yeah, look at that, Liz. So Liz just did a great. Yeah, shout out to my homie Liz. So see how in Asana it just came up tactical bag. So she just assigned one of the products, and I know we did a video for this, and I get to find the video for it and put it in that link to make sure it's done. Anyways, so that's the barbell. Again, it holds 700 pounds, 7 feet, 35 pounds. Great option. They've got 2 in stock right now, so I highly recommend getting them because someone just actually offered to buy one for me on Facebook Marketplace. That says. Just wanted to make sure. It is $100. Boom. So what do they want? They want 5s. Do you have any 5s? How many 5s are you looking for? How many 5s do you want? Are $2 per pound.
Where are we going over next?
So let's think about what do we want to go over next. You know what? We're gonna. You know what? I'm actually gonna chat. You guys get to pick. What do you guys want to go over next? I want to hear from you guys. Even though I love having Christian here to engage, and we were just on a stream before talking about how nice it is to have people like engage with, interact with, have those conversations. So I want to hear from you guys, yo. What do you want to talk about? Or what I'll highlight in the meantime is my book and bands. Just to get a little self-promo going down here, because we do have the Lifestyle of Fitness Resistance Bands now officially available. It is showing, in case you guys are wondering why it's showing, fulfillment time is like 4 to 5 weeks. It's like, because we're pre-selling them right now. Once I get them in, and also I'm going to screen share with you guys. Check this. Now we have the option where you can get either the long bands, short bands, or both of these together. We have where you can get the full set of 10. So if you get the full set of 10, you're going to get the short bands and the long bands. This is the best bang for your buck. You can also just individually order, like if you just want one band, like you just want the black band, for example, which goes from 25 to 65 pounds, which means at the top end of the movement or when you fully stretch it, it's 65 pounds of resistance, which is amazing. For $12 to get 65 pounds of resistance, usually it's $1 to $2 a pound in this kind of market for like dumbbells, barbells, things like that. So it's one of the most cost-effective options. They're super versatile. Yeah, Jeannie. Oh, got it. What should we talk about next, y'all? Dude, now that all this stuff's coming in, I don't even know. I got lots of work to do today, Christian. Lots of work. Because I also got calls after this. Anyway, let's get not distracted too much. What do you guys want to talk about next?
Sauna. No one's saying nothing.
What?
Sauna's up there, right?
Yeah, that's not a sponsor. That's just like a bonus product. So like everything from my book up, like this up is all the sponsored stuff.
About the gloves.
Ooh, yeah, let's get into the gloves.
Why not? Why not?
These I have somewhere in here. You see a set of gloves over there? Let's say Liber Lucas, because you had the MMA gloves on on Tuesday.
I did.
But I don't know where I put my. And if not, no worries. I'll give you the Liber Lucas ones. Pop these bad boys on. So they've got also the MMA ones. These we're going to be talking about next week. But we also got their regular boxing gloves. These are a crazy cost-effective deal. Now, I'll be honest. I'm fully transparent with you guys. Throw those bad boys on. Let's get that image of Christian as an MMA fighter. The one thing that I will say about gloves is you usually get what you pay for. What I mean is like a really good durable set of gloves, like $100. So for this, and right now they're $31.99. It's a crazy price point and deal. Doesn't mean there's not other gloves for this price point, but they're usually not premium quality. Now, these are Velcro. They're not lace up, but from my experience, from my time having them, they've been pretty good quality, and I also like just their design. They remind me honestly of Venom a little bit from their style.
Kind of look.
Yeah, and they have that, and they're just really good quality so far from me using them. Now, I continuously test my gloves and will really challenge them. I like to wear them sparring. I like to wear them hitting the bag, hitting pads, so I can get the durability out of them and really test them out and see how they feel and fit. But so far, so good. And then they also have their MMA line for the MMA gloves. Now, one thing I will say, let's see if Christian even knows this.
What?
What weight do we like our gloves to be for sparring?
What, like at
Like 10, 12, 14,
We
16.
do 14, right?
Ooh, it's 16.
We do 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. 16.
Now, it doesn't mean we don't have 14-ounce gloves. You can do 14-ounce gloves for class, for pad work, for bad work, but we like you to have 16-ounce gloves for sparring. And
I definitely felt, now that you mention it, you can definitely tell when someone don't have the 16-ounce gloves on.
Yeah, and most gyms will, like, at least any gym that I've really seen, will ask or require you to have 16-ounce gloves. The reason I point this out, because in their sizing chart, they'll use the weight of the glove as an indicator of which, or your size, like how much you weigh. And then, oh, what's up, Maxine? Good morning, good morning. So it breaks it down by weight. Like, all right, if you're 100 to 120 pounds, get the 10 ounce. And I understand, I get that. Yes, it's relative. But truthfully, like even a 100-pound person will have to wear 16-ounce gloves when they're sparring in our gym. And most gyms are like that. And then it'll also give you a little bit of length and width. So there is a slight hand size component to it, which I get as well. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay.
So 16 ounce.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And again, this is what I would say. I also have like a dozen set of gloves. Like I got a ton of them. So when you have one glove set, it's very easy to wear those down, even if they're really premium, like $100, $200 gloves. But if you have multiple sets of gloves, that's why I have 3 gloves I rotate even at the gym. And I have like another 3 set over here. I've got more in that container overhead. I've got like a dozen pairs of gloves. And I rotate through them so they don't wear out. So let's play the game. Which one of the 5 healthy habits, and I'll copy and paste them again, even though they're in the chat. I'm going to copy and paste them again. Which of these do you think this product fits into? So the question is, which of these 5 healthy habits I just shared, nutrition, hydration, exercise, mindset, mindfulness, and sleep, which one of these do you think the gloves fit into?
Which one? Punch stuff.
Right? Like, I'm feeling dangerous right now.
Pumped up.
And now we'll check your heart rate too. We should have checked your heart rate before you put the gloves on and afterwards.
Because
Because there are actual cues. Like even when I put on New York, New York by Frank Sinatra, it automatically drops my heart rate. Like, because it's our cool down. Like I purposely, and it's a conditioning thing.
And music does that to you. Like different chords, different beats.
Bingo.
They do stuff to your brain.
That's exactly it. So now we're going to go into our portable iWalk charger. I want to see if my product video placed yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. Look at your boy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not only does that make it easier, but it also helps me because then I get ranked for the product. So if someone watches, fun fact, by the way, guys, if you want to help support influencers here on the platform, watch our stuff before again, the goal is for it to add value and educate you or entertain you. But if you watch this video, right, and then you buy the product, I get credit with the commission, just in case you guys are wondering. I'm very transparent with how this stuff works. So that's why I think it's cool that like when you rank for a product, even if the person doesn't know you, if you watch a video and then you end up buying it, that person's video gets credited with the commission. They get the credit for it. So that's why it's so important. The videos we make get ranked right here, videos for this product or related videos. If they rank here, it's very, very helpful for us to be able to monetize. And also the goal is like, that's what I was talking to Gina. We had a call yesterday is like, I'm going to schedule a professional photo shoot to upgrade some of my images and some of my like marketing stuff. And then also continuously using this nice Sony camera, even for some of the content I'm shooting, to just make it that much better and really level up the production value in 2023. I've leveled up from 2021 when I first year doing it to 2022. We invested in cameras. Now in 2023, not only am I going to use that for the live streams, but even in the content I'm recording, I'm going to make it that much better. Even to have some editing. We're going to have a meeting next week with a potential new social media content manager that's going to be creating and editing and making my content for me now or helping with that content. So that should be fun as well. I'm really excited for it. I also told him, like, listen, I'm going to like, I understand you get paid, but like, you don't have anyone that's in my industry. I'd be your case study. So I'm not paying you until you kind of prove yourself to me. Or, well, I didn't say that. They kind of proposed, like, let me prove myself to you. I was like, that's a good move. I like that. Like, show me what you're worth. Because, like, again, I've been doing this for over 15 years, right? I have like thousands of people. You can see the results they've created. So the reality and the results are there. But if you've never done something before, like it's just like, yeah, I've never worked with a fitness coach before. So I'm like, all right, dude, like, how do I know this is gonna work? You want me to pay you like $3,000 or $2,500 a month or whatever the number is, but like prove it to me first.
You gotta show your value.
Yeah, and it's like I'll pay you what you're worth, because if we set out some performance metrics, and if you can hit those metrics, for sure, it's a good return on investment. It will be worth it for us, but it's like making sure you hit it too. And oh, what's up, Gizmo? So again, guys, we're just breaking down. I'm going over the details on the iWalk portable charging station. And again, I shouldn't even say station. It's like a portable charging device. This is something you can have in your pocket. You can bring around with you. It not only charges your phone, but it can charge your watch as well. So I just got my Apple Watch recently, right before Christmas. And I've been excited being able to test out all the, because I've had smartwatches in the past, but I know that the smartwatch for Apple has even more integrations. That's kind of like the gold standard, I think, in the industry. It's also probably one of the most expensive ones, but you get what you pay for. So let's play the game on what we're playing here, guys. Every time I highlight a product, I want you to pick, of those 5 healthy habits I shared in the chat, which of these habits do you think it relates to? Whether it's nutrition, whether it's hydration, whether it's exercise, whether it's mindfulness and mindset, or sleep. Which one do you think it relates to? Hydration, exactly. Maxine knows what's up. Bingo. We got our water bottle, which that one I think maybe might be a little bit more obvious, but Friday's water bottle is clutch. Let's see if I've got my video on this puppy today. It still hasn't ranked on this one. I don't know what's going down with that. I actually just threw this one in the dishwasher. They're dishwasher safe. They're awesome. It's 64 ounces. I like this one because I'm always going to drink a gallon a day. That's always my mark I set for myself. So having a 64-ounce bottle makes it easy. And then Buttercup, thanks for the follow. It allows us to, like, literally I just got to refill it once and then I'm done for the day. That's an awesome name, by the way. Thanks for the follow, Buttercup. Let's actually go and check. I'll give you guys an update what number we're at. So yeah, we're at 1,555. We were at this yesterday. I don't know what happened. I guess the number got messed up. So when we get 5 new followers, I thought it was 4, it's 5. When we hit 1,560, we're going to be doing our next $5 giveaway. And today is actually the last day we're doing our $5 giveaway for every 5 new followers. Starting actually tomorrow, I'm going to be making an announcement for some fun giveaways, and we're going to be changing up the giveaways moving forward, at least for the month. And then we're constantly going to play with it. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, 11:15 a.m. for our live stream, because I got 2 fun giveaway announcements we're going to be going down with. Anyways, all right, so we got the hydration component of it. Let's see. Talk to me about questions, y'all. What do you guys think? Pull that AI chat out of here. And I would say, cool. Yeah, right. I'm excited, Travel Diva. Let's see. I'm going to highlight this just so you guys can kind of see some of the details as we talk about it. Christian, have you been using the water bottle? Did you take that water bottle? Do you use it yet? You get to test it out?
I haven't cleaned it yet.
Got to clean it. Test it, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. But
I actually looked at it when I pulled in your driveway. I turned around and it's still in the back of my car.
like, yeah.
And I was like, that'd be nice if that was filled up right now. You know?
You can always fill it up here.
You're correct.
You can always clean it here too. So you got, again, that flexible handle. So this, what it's talking about right here is you can use it for a carabiner. If you're going hiking, clipping onto your bag.
I like that.
Clipping onto your pants. Little pipette mouth, which honestly just makes it, honestly, this is like little details like this don't seem like a big deal, but it just makes for a better user experience. And this, the only thing I thought was interesting about this retractable bottom. So it will kind of bend and move. So when you close the top, you close the lid here, it actually will. So when you close it, also this is what I do like, it is leak proof. Like I tested this. The only downside I will say, guys, and it'll show this, it does have a locking mechanism. So right here, this little part, you flip it up, it'll lock it. But if you leave it down, which I have, and I was driving a Rogue and I whipped around a corner and like smacked into my seat and that thing popped open, it'll spill everywhere. So you just lock it and you don't have to worry about it leaking or anything like that. And it's a nice little, like having these positive affirmations. It has a little goal like, hey, by this time you want to be at this mark. And also remember, you got this, keep going. Go, go, go. You're almost there. Woo, you did it. So very much a a staple for me that I use on a daily basis, pretty much. I need to drink more water. So yeah, and then so let's define, what does more water mean to you, Travel? This is where I put my coaching hat on. I can't help it. I always like to define measurable goals. So more water, what does that mean? I've never seen more on a calendar, a calculator, a scale. Like, I don't know how to measure more. But if I know, and hopefully you understand what I mean there. Like, more than what? So if you're saying, hey, I want to drink 64 ounces of water, that's very specific and measurable. We know exactly how much you're shooting for, and then we can mathematically break down. Like, this is a 32-ounce container or a cup. I know if I'm trying to hit 64 ounces, I drink 2 of these and I'm done. Yeah. Or 4 of these for me personally to have a gallon. Bam! I love doing that from time to time. You ever do this? Just like clap your hands and elbow?
Maybe.
Like, honestly, no.
I might, though. I don't know.
It's like subconsciously you might be doing it.
I might do it
You
once in a while.
I like doing that with, like, for whatever reason, like, my kids like it too. I think I've been doing it their whole life, so that's all they know. Yeah. Like, I just, like, randomly, like, will box with them or spar with them. I don't hit them, obviously. I mean, I give them looks. And because to me, it's like the clap to the elbow is like the punch. It's like, I'm just pawing your hand and then boom, right to the elbow. Yeah. So it's like fainting, trying to get them, and then bam, elbow. Anyways, I'm just getting into my rants here. So let's shift gears here. Let's get into Pamela. Thanks for the follow.
Let's go, Pamela.
Yeah, Pamela.
Train?
Oh, I don't know what that extra little character is. I just added, but and then yeah, train. Is it Tron or train? I want to say it's train, right? Like, definitely not Tron. I probably only drink on average daily 1 cup of water. So that's more than 0.
Yeah.
So this is where I get to put on my positive reframe skills. So that's more than 0.
I used to drink none.
Yeah, exactly. Like some like I even when I was a kid, dude, do you guys want to hear?
I remember soda. I used to just drink soda.
Dude, me too. So
I swear.
No, I'm saying me too. So this is what I would do every day after school. Do you want to hear? Do you even want to understand what my food looked like? So from probably the age of like 12 to 15, maybe 10 to 15, I would have very similar things. I would come home, eat like at least half a stick of cookie dough. Like, you ever just see like the sticks of cookie dough?
Oh yeah.
So I would eat at least half a stick of that.
I know what you're talking about.
Then I would get you ever see shark candies? Do you know like the shark candies or like fruit snacks? You know fruit snacks?
Sure. Yeah.
Like those little like candy snacks. So I'd have at least 2 packs of that with a Coke. Then I'd have a bagel with cream cheese and jelly. And then we'd go to McDonald's or Burger King or wherever like my Umi wanted to take us. And then what's up, Bible Maniac? Am I reading that right? Or no, is that Bible Man NC? I thought it was Bible Maniac, but Bible Man NC, what's up? How we doing?
I was like chicken nuggets, Mountain Dew, macaroni, a lot of sandwiches. So that was me.
Oh yeah. So you know what? Also, one of my favorite ways to make a sandwich, Mike, did you know they make edible cookie dough now?
I thought it's always been edible.
Yeah, it's always been edible to me.
Yeah, people just saw me and say, "Hey, man, just walk away from me right now. I got, I'm conducting business with this cookie dough. It's going down."
I wouldn't even use a spoon too. I would just eat it like
like a wild
popsicle,
like a popsicle.
Not even like a popsicle, like a
burrito.
Yeah, like a corn dog.
You know what I mean? Dog, yeah.
I was like,
there was a lot of those too. A lot of pizzas and corn. I remember there was, now I look back and I'm like, I don't even understand. I guess you're young, so your body can take a lot. But it's like, I'm like, man, how did I even survive just drinking soda? I remember I would refuse to drink water, never drink it. And then once I started,
what?
It was like, now if I have half a soda, my stomach will just kind of reject it. It will be like, we don't like this. We don't want this.
And Alyssa says, well, it's safe to eat raw. Now there's a label on them. So what has changed? Do they just not use eggs, I guess? Or like they treat the eggs or something? And also, guys, I have the tweezer set here. And this is what I was talking about, in-link coupons. So when I say in-link coupon, when you click on it, this didn't advertise. But look, if you click on this, it'll cut the price in half at checkout.
That's amazing. So
not all products have this, but when they do, it's a clutch thing to check. Let's see if my video actually ranked for this product. Oh, man, they don't have any shoppable videos for this product. Why don't they have any shoppable videos ranked here?
If you put one up, yeah.
I mean, I put one up, but it didn't rank for it, it looks like. It looks like they don't even have it as an option. Maybe they don't want influencers talking about it. I don't even know. It's weird because they're a sponsor, too. What's up, Margaret? So, yeah, again, guys, I'm curious. Where do you guys see this fitting in? Out of the 5 healthy habits, where do you see this fitting in? Is it nutrition, hydration, exercise, mindset, mindfulness, or sleep? What do you think this relates to? Because all of the products on the carousel, I think, fit into one of those 5 categories. I don't drink soda, it's bad for you. Mindset, Maxine, mindset, mindfulness. There we go. That's exactly, at least that's where I would put it. And then, I mean, yeah, a lot of things are bad for us. And I think it's all relevant to travel. But like 1 can of Coke in your whole life won't do anything, truthfully. Like one of anything, like not anything, but like almost one of anything won't really do that much.
Yeah.
It's the habit.
Yeah, it started blowing my mind, as I got older, like how much sugar is in soda,
Dude,
It's insane.
And it's
40, 50 grams. You're like, what?
And it's not just, it's the added sugar thing. I think it's important to sometimes look at, like, because like you can have like like we were talking about on the other show, like celery juice or something like that, where you juice it yourself. There's no added sugar. It's coming naturally from the vegetable or the fruit or whatever. Yeah. Even that can still impact your blood sugar, but it's not the same because of the fiber, the water content, some of the other aspects. But when it's just pure processed added sugar, the compounding effect of it is what really gets you. All right, so now we got the Keep kinesiology tape. Where do you guys see this fitting in out of the 5 healthy habits? Do you think it's, again, nutrition, hydration, exercise, mindfulness? Where's my video? Oh, my video didn't rank for this one either. Come on now. I gotta. So that's one thing I gotta give a shout out to my our other like team lead Liz. She's gone through all, I think, like 1,000 videos for us and audited. You want to see a really cool thing? Unfortunately, I'm not going to show it to you guys. I'm going to show it to Christian so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Let's see what we think. Exercise. Boom. Maxine, exercise. Alyssa, exercise. Exactly. Bingo. Bingo. And the cool thing, I would even say mindfulness and mindset too. When I mean by, hear me out on this. When I say mindfulness, you're being mindful of your body and aware of a potential injury or discomfort that's going on. So that's where I would also put it as well. Low calorie. Oh, that's not it. It's something eventually I'll have you probably help out with too, Christian, is like Liz is coming and she audited all of our videos and she'll tell me, she did a great job. Check this out. Like she not only has the video, the title, but she says, is it placed or not? So it says draft. No, it's not placed, meaning that it doesn't rank on the product page. Yeah. So that means all these products. So from 19 to, let's see how many I have that aren't ranked. 19 to like 160. So that means I have like 140, almost 150 videos that aren't ranked. So that means I can either resubmit them, refilm them, change the thumbnail, change the title, and potentially get them ranked. And that's like money we're leaving on the table. Yeah, so that's something I want to have you eventually, maybe in the later this month, next month, and also Patrick, the other person that's helped me out virtually, do as well. Travel Diva, yeah, exactly. Exercise. Boom, exactly. You guys got it. So anyways, and we talked about this. Christian was demonstrating the pulse ox before, but I'm curious, where do you guys think this fits as well? When we talk about the pulse ox, what do you think this fits into? Is it nutrition, hydration, exercise, mindfulness, sleep, mindset? Again, like I kind of emphasize sleep there, so maybe I'm giving something away. Maybe I'm tricking you guys. So I talked to a teacher the other day that was potentially talking about maybe working with me and my team for coaching as a client. And I was like, yeah, I like to rant. I'll talk about details. She goes, yeah, hopefully I don't rant as much as you do. But she's like, I know I do. I'm like, yeah, I would be that teacher that would just rant and jump all over the place. Hopefully the kids would have fun, but I would have to make sure I really stick to the lesson plan for people to learn something. Exercise, sleep, and mindfulness. Boom. So yeah, definitely exercise, sleep, and I agree 100%, Maxine. So here's how I'll explain why for a quick second. Then we'll go on to the next product. Exercise, I think, is obvious. You can check the intensity of your training. Sleep, you can see where your heart rate's at before you go to sleep. So you can say, all right, I got to calm down, relax, slow my breathing down. Then in the morning, when you wake up from sleep, you could see your resting heart rate. And one of the things I recommend, guys, and I don't know if I told this to you, Christian, is check your heart rate every day for like a week to get an average of where your resting heart rate is. And that's why like smartwatches and things like that are valuable, because I can go, let's see, it doesn't give me my average right off the bat, but it'll give me what my resting heart rate was today or this morning. and then it'll give me where mine's at right now. But let's just pull it up. And the reason I like that, we can also use the pulse ox. Yeah, resting heart rate 49. So mine's on average usually between like 45, 50. So for example, if mine gets elevated by 10 or 20%, so if I'm normally 45, and let's say 20% above 45 would be, let's just call it 10 for easy math. So if I'm at 55 or 60 beats per minute, my body's trying to communicate with me. Or it's a good way to know, oh man, my body's overtrained or underslept or underfed or some version of that. So that's like where the sleep. And then mindfulness, we're again being mindful and aware of our body. So you guys are crushing it. I appreciate you guys. Also, what do you guys think? Is this like fun? Do you think I figured like by giving a theme to every stream and some habits where it ties into it, gives it more relevancy to it, and hopefully add some education, some value, and maybe even entertainment by us being able to engage about it. What do you think, Christian? Because there's also a fun fact, there's like a 30-second or a minute delay. So when I say stuff, people don't automatically get it right away. So I'm going to use you as like to fill the gap, you know? So what do you think? Do you think it's fun or entertaining, valuable? Do you get anything from it? Digging with a theme for every stream, meaning like, hey, we're going to talk about 5 healthy habits and here's how the products relate to it.
Yeah, I like
Maxine says yes. All right, cool.
I like it. I think it keeps people
Margaret says yes. Awesome. And again, even if it doesn't, that's okay, guys. I just like to get feedback so we know what's valuable and what's not. Awesome.
good to hear.
Yeah, y'all. And again, Christian pointed out to me, who says y'all, by the way? Do you guys like who's in the South? Is y'all a southern thing, or do you think Southwest, Northwest? Like,
I don't know.
I think it's just a southern thing, honestly. Because I will tell you this, in the Northeast, very seldomly have I ever heard y'all. Unless someone's come up from like somewhere else, or they're like upstate.
You get real south, you hear yuns.
Yuns, yeah. Oh, dude. So I was reading. You know what I was reading? Yes, y'all South. Yeah, definitely Southern thing. So I was reading Foxfire. I have this book series. It's like a 12-book series, and I was reading the first book, and it's all about the Appalachian area, like our area, like Western North Carolina. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. And like I'm in Texas, so yeah, Travel Diva. I think Texas too. Yeah,
Texas.
And in the book, they're like documenting, like, hey, we're interviewing true locals.
They call them Appalachians. You know?
Yeah. So they're interviewing like the Appalachians, and they're talking about all these things. And in the interviews, they're all quoting them, and the way they're spelling words is crazy to me. But it's totally like yuns, like and or instead of saying and, they put n with an apostrophe. Like they're not even spelling that way. They're just literally using the video and audio recording and like transcribing it. Yeah. But it's interesting to see like how they talk, and I can totally hear the accent in my mind when I'm reading it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just thought it was interesting.
It's funny.
And like I learned some interesting aspects of like they had some recipes in there. They had some like tool skill building stuff. They even had some like just folklore, and it's interesting to see the history. You know what I mean? Of not only like where I'm originally from, being New York, but also where I live now and understanding it. That's what I like about the Appalachian area and the people is like, I feel like here more than anywhere else, or especially here, just like other areas, it's a belief of like, is it libertarian, where you're like, you don't like rely on the government? I don't know if I'm misrepresenting the phrase, but point is like they can live off the land. Yeah. Like live off the land, like having your own garden, having your own wood, knowing how to make your own tools, like not relying on anything externally. Being able to say, hey, like we can survive without running water. We can have wells. We can like, electricity, but like even that, like I got some solar panels, will be good. So anyways, let's dig into, so we got our lens wipes. I'm curious. I don't say y'all as much as Chris Garashman. Where's Chris Garashman? I was on a stream yesterday just saying hey and stuff. I don't even know where he's from. He's Texas too, right? I think he was saying that. Maybe you're saying that, Travel Diva. So the question is, where do you see the lens wipes fitting in with the 5 healthy habits? Do you think it's nutrition-based, hydration-based, exercise, mindset, mindfulness, or sleep? This is an interesting one. And I can make an argument for a few, but I want to hear you guys first. And I'm curious, even Christian, what jumps out to you?
What?
For the lens wipes. Where do you think this falls into? Which habit category? Mindfulness, Maxine says. Okay.
Yeah, mindfulness.
Christian saying mindfulness. Boom. Agreed. Let me also pull up the B-roll. That's one I know I have a B-roll for. Sorry. What's going on with Tessa? In this video. Okay, she stopped crying. I want to make sure she's okay. So I agree. Mindfulness, being aware and mindful of like, hey, is your screen all like roughed up? Is your camera roughed up? Also, what I would argue, especially for iPads and phones or like tablets and phones, is for exercise, because you're going to use your phone to potentially look at your workouts on apps. Like we have apps we use to deliver our programs for clients. So you're going to want to have a clear screen. Wellness, 100%. Even nutrition, like, hey, if you got a recipe, or if you're tracking your water in like our apps, it allows you to track water. And there's apps out there you can track water. So even on the hydration, nutrition, like all of it, even sleep, like you could argue, in my opinion, all of these. That's why, like, I could probably argue all of these products can fit into all these categories, but I like to highlight like one or two that makes the most sense. Here's going to be a tricky one, guys. What do you think about the COZ? Where did I put my remote? I had it right over here.
What is it?
The little garage gate opener. I know it's here. Here it is. Boom. So what do you think about our gate opener? Where do you guys think this falls into? What category? I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. This one's a little bit trickier, but maybe it's not. It's all relevant, right? It's all relative and relevant to mindset. When in doubt, I can say mindfulness could be for everything, right? That's the easy one. So we'll give it another minute. Let's see what you guys think. What do you think? What do you think? You're saying mindfulness, wellness. I think that was, you said that, exercise and mindset. Okay, yeah. So that's what I was thinking too, Maxine. Honestly, exercise. And the reason I say that is, let's say, get out of here, alarms. I got all my phones setting off alarms right now. I was gonna say, like, having, let's say you have where your gym's at is behind a gated fence or a gate, right? Like in a warehouse, like this is what I think is interesting. I haven't noticed it as much here. I still seem to hear every once in a while, like on is it Hendersonville Road? On Hendersonville Road, there's like a CrossFit gym, some other like warehouse style gyms. But where I noticed a lot in Long Island and New York, a lot of really good gyms, like high quality gyms, are in warehouses because I think it's like a cheaper cost as far as square footage, potentially higher ceilings, more space. They're open. It might actually not be extremely cheap or that much cheaper by comparison. Point is, sometimes those areas, those like warehouse or industrial areas, will have like gates that you need a remote to be able to open to access. So that's where I think even for exercise as well. And mindfulness, just being mindful and aware, that's always an aspect to it too. All right, so moving forward, I think that was kind of obvious. Now, originally when I saw this, I thought it was for garages too. This is specifically for gates, okay? So like an electronic gate or fence. That's what that's gonna be for. So when you got your like, when we move into our next forever home, probably gonna need one of those. When we have our like vacation home, we're gonna need one of those. Getting our fancy sauce. But then again, man, I get torn. I'm curious, how do you feel about this question? So I'm like, all right, the goal for our family is to have enough resources where money is never the reason we can't do something, right? Like, oh, I want to go here, I want to do this, I want to do that, or I want to get this new car, whatever it is. But we're like, oh man, we don't have that in our budget. The reason the financial is restraining or the time is restraining. That's what I'm working towards to not have. But you don't, maybe this doesn't sound healthy or the perspective of it, but I feel like you don't need that much money for that to be the case. Meaning, like, if you have $5 or $10 million, which is, don't get me wrong, it's a tremendous amount of money. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money, but like my goal, we're going to get to $50 million. That's like the end game. Once we get to 50 million, everything I make after that, I'm going to donate. And I'm even getting to that point, going to donate. But like I say this now, we'll see, but I say it publicly so you guys can hold me accountable. So my goal throughout my lifetime is to transform the world with health. And one of the ways I feel confident doing that is by acquiring and redistributing $1 billion, meaning we'll generate $1 billion through our company throughout the career of having it and then some and beyond, but not holding and just hoarding that money, but reallocating it, building facilities, doing nonprofits, like being able to have really cool aspects to support people, especially that don't have those resources. Like it, and who am I to judge? But again, I find it kind of crazy. Like you can have $170 billion. I think like Jeff Bezos has I don't even know what his net worth is.
That's his net worth, right?
Yeah.
That's
not liquid, but like assets, stock options. But so you can have that.
So much cash that's not even funny though, you know?
Well,
a lot of money.
Wealthiest person in the world. Let's
Is it
see
not
who's the
Elon?
wealthiest.
I
I think it's him. I'm just gonna check. Let's see. This is as of yesterday, the 25 richest people in the world. So it's Bernard Arnault. Who the heck is that? Louis Vuitton overtook Musk, 185 billion. So then Elon Musk
and Hennessy. Wait, what was that? So he's the
Louis Vuitton,
Moet,
Hennessy, so like alcohol and like designer stuff.
So he owns Hennessy and Louis Vuitton.
And then Elon Musk, who's at 136 billion. Then there's the Tom Adani. I don't even know who that is. 126 billion.
Wow.
Oh, he owns a media group. Okay. Jeff Bezos is at fourth. He dropped a bit because Amazon stock, I think, kind of tanked. A real-time net worth of 109 billion.
No one knows the dude above him, though. That's crazy. I've never heard of that guy.
I don't know who that is.
Never heard of that guy.
Anyways, so we're getting off on the rails a little bit, but don't worry. This is part of the fun, guys. I'm going to bring it back. Point being is, so like you say, okay, do you need $100 billion? Like, and maybe listen, like maybe like Warren Buffett said, like he's going to give away, he's committed to giving away like 50% of his net worth by the time he dies, or like Bill Gates or whatever, whoever it is. So it's like, and maybe it's easy for me to say because I don't have billions of dollars, right? I don't even have millions of dollars.
Giving away can be detrimental sometimes too.
Right, and I think it's important when I say giving it away, I don't want to just hand somebody money, but like investing in resources for the community. But then there's the argument. I talked to some of my friends that are very, very wealthy, like some of probably the wealthiest people that I know, that have introduced me to like billionaires and the concept. And I think sometimes you lose touch with a certain reality when you get to a certain level.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not really riding the train anymore. You're not like going on the bus. You don't see the everyday person. You make an assumption based on your own experience because most of those people either have businesses that are at the top and they don't even interact with their like low-level employees, which actually, dude, I'm talking about, he does. You've met him before. I won't say his name, so I don't want to like throw him out there, but he the dude that I trained, like he comes like again from generational wealth. Like they own cashiers. Like you know the town, like we were talking about this. Yeah. So anyways, so when you think of like Bob Castellini, for example, the guy that owns Cincinnati Reds, like he's a billionaire. And I believe it's Bob Castellini. Let me actually fact check this. I might be messing up his name. Bob.
One of my close friends from back in the day lives in Dallas now, and he's meeting a lot of different people.
Castellini, okay.
And he talks about that, how some people got so much money, it's like
it's Bob Castellini.
Like it's crazy.
Well, let's see what his net worth is. Maybe he's not a billionaire anymore. I lied. I think he's like a couple $100 million now. Hold on, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Reds from Linder. Oh, that's when they purchase it for $270 million. Yeah, it's not like super catchy, but it gives us a reference. Anyways, from what I understand, he's a billionaire. So, point being, and like family net worth. Point being, you can sometimes have a skewed sense. Anyways, I'm going into a whole rant here. I don't mean to make this a little like.
What's the next product?
So let's get into the grip trainer. So where do you guys think this fit? Exercise and mindset was for the remote. What do you guys think this falls into? And let's see. Do we have an inlay coupon on here? We don't. Let's see if my video ranked. Dang, my video didn't even rank for this one either. But I do. The good news is, guys, I got a video for this puppy. Don't you worry. This one I remember having a video for. Shabam. I'll play the video.
Going over the fan were stress and wrist training.
Okay.
This is great for, again, grip strength, even a little bit of stress release. I like just the shape and the feel and the material. Very durable, and also just a nice ergonomic dynamic for our hand. You can tell it's obviously specifically designed for grip training, even with these loops for our fingers to perfectly slide in. Now, this is going to be a little bit more geared and catered toward, again, that flexion and wrist and grip strengthening for this specific motion, which is great, but it's that specific application. Also, again, not only for the training and the grip, but also stress as well. And this can be a great use for adolescents and teens all the way up to elderly and really everybody in between. But definitely a thumbs up for, again, that wrist and grip development, strength, and stress release as well.
Boom. So what do you guys think? Let's see. I think we came in exercise mindset. Very much I agree. Let's see, Brandon. Okay. At least he messaged me back. That's nice. Still be in school at 2, so I can't do it today anymore. Did you not? So this is frustrating. Like, why? Like,
I'm getting off topic right now.
I know. I'm just getting annoyed.
But that's right.
We'll get to that later.
There you go.
Thanks, Christian. That's why I got you.
I got you.
Keep it locked in, bro, before I start chewing people out. So this actually is kind of relevant though. So someone, my daughter will bring the grip ball every time she goes to the dentist. Oh, that's a cool idea. I like that. Does she get nervous? Is it like, does it help with nerves?
I could see that being like a stress thing.
Yeah. That's what I kind of like think.
Like a stress ball, you know.
100%. And then let's see if Mace's Hammer Time video ranked for this yet. Come on, Mace Hammer Time. Where's your video? They just have all their time kettle videos for this one. Man, I'm gonna have to re-upload that one as well. So we'll just play this, and I'll kind of mute it. But again, this is super cool. Where do you think this fits in, guys? I
think this blows my mind every time we talk about it.
Just the technology of it.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me.
Come on, video load for me. In the meantime, it'll buy us time. You guys get to think about what category is this. Nutrition? Is this hydration? Is it exercise, mindfulness? Is it sleep? What do you think? Or we're just going to look at these two people kind of staring off, not even at each other. Watch. The second I stop screen sharing, it's going to load. So here's, again, this is so cool. You can give one of the earbuds to another person. It'll translate back and forth. Or you can have both of them in and listen to like a show in another language. It'll translate everything for you. It could do text. It could do listen.
So if we're talking, do you have to have it in for me for it to?
No, I could have both of them and you could talk to me
and
it'll just translate in my ear. Then it also has a feature where it'll speak it out loud, which is what it's showing right now. You could have the app open and then she's listening, right? But then this dude's just talking and then the phone's speaking it out loud in the other language.
My French teacher was wrong, you know.
What? She's like, you're going to need to know this.
Yeah. I don't know why I took French.
I mean,
actually I do. There was a hot chick in it that I wanted to take.
They look like robots talking. It's kind of true, Jason. They're just so like kind of stoic and very just like neutral, maybe unemotional.
Yeah, they definitely have no emotions.
Probably they were also cued to do that. They were probably told like, hey, game face, y'all. Not mean. All right, let's keep it rolling, y'all. We're getting into the homie stretch. Let's see what else we got. When I say home stretch, I mean we're like a little bit more than halfway. We're like 70% or 80% into the stream. So we're going to pick up the pace a little bit digging into these products. I'm going to highlight them. You guys are going to pick, and we're going to move it forward. Let's talk about the ergonomically designed laptop stand by Soundance. What do you guys think? What do you think?
Does that have a posture?
Does your neck and back always feel pain?
Oh, my neck and back. Yeah, sometimes it does, but that's also because I got slammed on my head. My and my So again, this is also, you can kind of adjust the height. So this is exactly what it's kind of referring to, like the strain you could potentially put on your body by having that lean forward versus having a little bit more of a positive spinal alignment. And when we say, sometimes you'll hear the phrase neutral spinal alignment, but everyone's spine has an S curvature to it. So no one just has like a vertical spine. And if you do, that's bad. Transparently, that's not a good thing. So mindset, yeah, being mindful and aware of your body, how it feels, faux show. Ooh, look at all the colors. I didn't even realize that. I think they dropped some extra colors. Ooh. I got the black, but I kind of like the navy blue. In hindsight, I feel like I should have gotten the navy blue. I messed up. All right, let's keep it rolling, y'all. That's a good. I agree with that. Oh, what's up, Blake? Yeah, Blake. Yeah, I'm with you for both mindset and wellness. Definitely wellness, Travel Diva, but I'm going to tell you, wellness is not one of the habits or the categories, I should say. But we could add that in there. And when I say that, what I mean, and like maybe if I dig into the habits, let's go over maybe some actionable steps. If you guys hang in to the end, I'll give you guys an actionable step for each one of these habits. That'll be some nice bonus incentive to hang out with me till the end. Let's talk about the mask here for a second. What do you guys think is relevant for the mask? Like, what category does it fit in? I wonder if my video ranked for this. Yeah, like this one it finally ranked for. Look at that good-looking guy. Boom. I got some emotions. I'm not a robot, right? I have a lot of like facial movement and pronunciation. Boom. So again, we're just talking about, again, there's 39 in the pack. N95. It's going to filter. This is what I talk about in the video. I use it more for like spray painting and stuff like that versus, like more like flu or COVID kind of stuff. But it also has that nice little adjustable bar at the top to help it kind of fit in as well. Boom. All right. Let's keep it rolling, y'all. Let's see what you guys think. What do you think on this one? Do you think what category do you think it fits into? Mindset, wellness. Bingo. They can't give away N95s here anymore. Yeah, times have changed. Yeah, for sure, Jim. Yeah, it's a different time. That's what's interesting, man, is like, it's always, sometimes I find myself playing like, man, if I could go back in time, I would I would buy a bunch of toilet paper. I forgot when it was. If it was like February or March, like right when COVID hit, it was like right after that, right?
Yeah.
The supply chains were like, we're going to get all the toilet paper, all the water. I wish I would have bought up all the toilet paper in hindsight. Also, in hindsight, I wish I wouldn't have sold my Charizard Pokemon card when I did. Did I ever tell you that? Dude.
That's funny.
But it's all good. I used that money. It came in handy when I sold it. So now let's talk about our gaming. What do you think this comes in handy for y'all? Or where do you think this fits into it? Let's see if the video ranked. I made a great video with Lena and Tessa, and my peeps aren't even... they're not even sharing it. I thought it was a great video with both Lena and Tessa getting into it. So again, you got really cool like puzzle piece, try to align it, get the spacing to fit. Great for kids.
Yeah, your mind.
What? Yeah, for the mind. Yep, exactly. Boom, y'all. Don't see it. Do we have? Don't see InLink. Thought there was an InLinky coupons. I'm still here. I'm just making my daughter some lunch. Ooh, okay, Luda. Get your lunch. What are you making her for lunch? What she got? Here, do you want any more of this protein? Coffees?
Maybe.
I realized I didn't drink a bunch of it. Dude, my tummy's still not like the best.
Mine either.
Like, I don't know if because this is like, I think it's like a bug or something going around. You want some more?
Yeah, I'll take some.
I'm gonna give you some more. It's like what you've been describing, like I was talking to Ashley, she's yeah, my mom felt that way, like my stepsister or my sister-in-law
like
felt
your
that way.
stomach just
Yeah,
did.
it just feels uneasy, man.
It was weird, dude. That don't normally happen to me. And I was like gagging, but I wasn't throwing up. And I just ate. That was weird for me. I just ate, so there was something in my stomach for me to throw up.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I was gagging.
Ooh, turkey on wheat with a side of fruit salad.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good indeed.
Make me some more. That'd be awesome.
Right? Can we get some?
Yeah.
All right, so got the blocks. We got into that. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go into, what do you think about our men's hiking cargo pants?
Cargo pants. I love them.
Dude, these, I was going to waste because I actually have on my Kufandi vest and my button up. So we'll kind of breeze over those a little bit. But the hiking pants, I was going to wear it with them, but you guys can't even see. Boom. And the thing I like about these, it's not only the pockets, the space, so you can kind of have everything you need.
Is it water resistant?
But yeah, check this out. Look. Boom. Boom. That water just trickling right off you.
Need it.
Now, it doesn't mean you could just like lay in a puddle and your butt's going to stay dry, but it's resistant.
Probably like if it's raining a little bit.
Yeah. So what I will also say with this is they have great range of motion. So you can I've squatted in these. I've done a full lower body workout and they're great. So you can even have, again, a little water bottle, maybe your phone.
Yeah, you got all the pockets.
That's it. I also respect the fact they keep the price the same for all the same sizes.
I got so upset when the traffic or the fashion wave went from cargo shorts to the khaki ones.
Why?
Why did I get upset?
Yeah.
Because I loved cargo shorts.
Don't you mess with my stuff.
I always had the extra pockets. I'd always put
daily.
stuff in my pockets,
Booyah, Jim. Yeah, wear them almost daily. Very comfortable, definitely. Faux show. And this is the other piece I will say to that just really quickly before we get into the blood pressure cuff is you can go right from work if you do work on a manual job, construction, or even office, whatever world you're working in, then go right into the gym and train in them. You can do that. So you don't have to worry about I forgot my workout clothes. Not an excuse for this. Except for jiu-jitsu. Can't wear these in jiu-jitsu.
Or Muay Thai.
Not cool. You can maybe wear those in Muay Thai. You can maybe get away with that. Maybe. If it was our gym wouldn't let it go, but you could technically do it. The reason, but in jiu-jitsu you can't because all this stuff would mess people's faces up.
Oh yeah.
But you could go to like beginner's class and like that's not really going to impact. You can still kick, you can still jump rope, you can still throw hands. It's just going to like look funny, honestly. All right, so now let's get into the blood pressure cuff. This one I know I have the video up for, unless somebody beat me out for it. Boom. How to just straight flex on everybody. What do you guys think? What category is this fit into? Ooh, Ashley's about to go pick up Lena from school. Let's see if she's gonna come in here if Tessa's sleeping. Tessa's definitely not sleeping. I can hear her. Yeah. She's like, Mama. So what categories do you guys think this falls into? Do you think it's I'll copy and paste the categories. No. I don't know if you guys can hear Tessa, but she's grumper pants.
She's funny.
Dude, she is. Didn't she try and like just bark at you when you were coming out of the bathroom one time?
One time I was walking in there, she was being a dog, and she was just looking at me and barking, just like.
Yeah, she's about that. She's about that life. What's funny about her though is like, so it's interesting between Lena and Tessa. Tessa, she wrestles more, like she'll grapple with you. Yeah. Lena will strike a little bit more, like she'll kick. Okay. But they both kind of have garbage hands. Lena actually has good hands. I think I
trash hands, kid. Keep them up.
Yeah, dude,
ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
You're only 3.
But yeah, we can't
can't let it slide.
No, dude.
We can't let it slide.
Because then it's a bad habit you're gonna have to overcome later. You know what I mean?
True.
Exercise, yeah, for sure. Travel diva. Exercise. I would say tie it into even mindfulness.
That's why I like a lot of gyms, like people who've never been trained, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you've been trained wrong, it's hard to retrain you than if you've just never been trained.
That's exactly it.
Some employers look for that. You have no experience in their area because they want you to do it specifically their way. They want to teach you their way.
Do it my way. It's my way or the highway. My dad used to say that shit all the time.
Yeah, I hated it. That's the truth. That's probably how it was though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Did not like it.
Yeah.
I also didn't like the fact he would tell me all the time. He's like, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Yeah.
I hate that. I'm like, bro, don't give me that.
That's what messed up. That's the. Or it's not what you do; it's how you do it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the one that do as I say, not as I do. That one just means you ain't living how you're supposed to. Yeah. What you want your kid to.
Yeah. And he's like, "Listen, I'm gonna acknowledge that I'm not.
Yeah, but be better."
And then I respect that to a certain degree. All right, so guys, I'm curious. This one I think is the most interesting one. Might be the most challenging. Where do you think a stapler set fits into this? Do you think it's exercise, nutrition, hydration? Do you think it's mindfulness or sleep?
I don't know. You'd have to maybe do mindset and mindfulness because it might be a little organization, I guess.
Okay. And just so you guys know, it comes with the stapler. You can either pick between the 3-pack or the 6-pack. Then, boom, whoop. This bad boy. You pop it down, so you can just right onto like getting it onto a wall, locking it into place. Comes with 2,000 staples, regardless of the pack that you pick, and they come with that staple. I found it the other day, by the way. We found this bad boy. So yeah, mindfulness for sure. So here's how I would argue this. I would argue all of them, and the reason I say that is because you can authorization error. Get out of here, authorization error. I would argue all of them because what does that mean? Is he kicking me out of my stream right now? He definitely just did. Don't do that to me.
On which one? Up here?
On here.
Oh.
I got my backup phone, but this one I'm going to send back, so it's like kind of sketchy that it's doing that. Now it shouldn't have had me signed off. Sorry, guys. I just can't. We'll rely on the chat over here as I scroll. Poor Boba. You gonna go help her? And then thanks for the follow, Yoshiki. That's available. Amazon. Did I sign into the wrong account? What the heck just happened? Thank you for the follow. All right, might have to sign into my other account. Maybe I can't even log off. Hold on, guys. I have to. I don't know. My app just kicked me out of the live stream. I don't know what's going on. Sign back in. Let's see if I can get back in here, y'all. And then I'll get to the next product. We're pretty much at the home stretch here, guys. Talk to me about any questions, any thoughts. I'll also check the follower count because now we should be, I think, like 2 followers away or 1 follower away from the next giveaway. Here we go. I should be getting in. Dude, why is it authorization error? Something went wrong? What is going on? Is it like locking me off Amazon right now? Also, if you guys got questions, feel free to let me know. I'll gladly dig into it, share your thoughts on which product fits into which category. This is kind of alarming though, guys. Great, now this phone's doing it. Why is it doing this? I might not even be able to scroll through the rest of the products. Should be able to sign off though. Let's see what happens. I don't know what the dealio is, guys. I'm trying to get into my app right now. Unless somebody logged into my account. Someone hacking into my stuff? What else is going on, y'all? While I'm trying to adjust this and get back into my account. So here's what I'll do. In the meantime, I'll highlight one actionable step you can take for each of these 5 healthy habits. Something went wrong. Please log in again. All right, so this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm probably going to have to remove the app and add it back in. So we have 5 healthy habits I listed that all these products I've been relating to and talking about. So let's talk about first, we've got nutrition. So an actionable step I want you guys to do for your nutrition. So Christian, you're just in the nick of time for our nutrition talk. And what I'm gonna go over. Unfortunately, I'm locked out of my app. I have to like delete it and log back in. But what I figured is we're in the home stretch anyway, so we're going to go over the actionable steps for you guys. For those that hung out to the end, you get some actionable steps. The actionable step for nutrition is to take pictures of everything you eat and drink. And you have 3 options. You can send it to nobody. That's going to be still going to be have an impact, but it's not going to be as impactful. You can either text it to a friend or an accountability buddy, or you could post it online to your social media. And the reason I say share it, the reason sharing is so powerful is because it holds you accountable. And it's like, oh man, do I really want to eat this and tell people that I'm trying to lose weight and then I ended up eating like 2 bags of Oreos? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that what I want? And then sometimes people just won't do the picture. But if you live with integrity and you do that, I've had clients time and time again tell me, I ask clients to send me, starting currently available to professional sellers or registered brand owners. What?
Too distracted.
Dude, I can't get into my account though. Like if I can't get in, this is a big issue.
For what? What is that account for?
For Amazon. Oh. Basically kicked me out of my app and it won't let me log in now. It's like, yeah, dude.
Just on the phone though?
Yeah.
So what, you're still... I'm
on here. It looks like I'm still live. Can you guys still see me and hear me? Let me know in the chat if I'm still like all good. But I'm stuck on the stapler set. This is not the most exciting product. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to log in on my other phone. I deleted and download the app. I wonder if my account's like...
Yes, all good.
So like, yeah, we're all good. Okay, all right, good. Wow, what happened? I don't know. It looks like my app just booted me out. It says Amazon is available to Amazon influencers who have set up a store as part of their Amazon influencer program, which is what I have. This is not good. All right, whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to figure it out. Let me go into my Coach Mike to see if I can log in here. Yeah, that's good. Maybe the app's just acting poorly. Sometimes Amazon will have issues. Or you got hacked. Or it could be my assistant going into my app, honestly.
That's probably what it is.
It could be Liz getting in there. Liz might already be in. Being like, yo, I got you, Liz. All right, so either way, we've got like literally 1 minute. We're going to sign off. So we're just going to keep it on the staplers, even though it's not the most exciting product. So we've got nutrition. Take pictures of your food. Share it with somebody. Post it online. Hold you accountable. Number 2, hydration. Shoot for half of your body weight in fluid ounces. So I'm 200 pounds. Dude, I actually, after Christmas, I was up at 215, bro. I had like all that fluid and extra stuff in me. Yeah. Now I'm back down to like 205 just from like, like fasting this week and doing all that stuff. But maybe between 205 and 208.
That's what I was saying about my roommate when
he
told me.
Yeah. Same. I know how that world works. So yeah, and I bet you it's like Liz because I'm getting a bunch of notifications. So anyways, actionable step, drink half of your body weight in fluid ounces. So if you're 200 pounds, drink 100 ounces of water. That's what that means in ounces, fluid ounces. Now for exercise, I'm going to give you guys the most simple way to do it. I want you guys to move for 90 to 120 minutes a week, whether it's walking, hiking, sports, activity, weight training, running, whatever it is. Just get moving for 90 to 120 minutes. Really, the long-term goal is 150 minutes of moderate exercise on a weekly basis. That's your actionable step there. Start with 90 to 20 or 90 to 120. If you're already doing that, get to 150. If you're already doing that, cool, keep it going. Now, when we go into mindset and mindfulness, here's an important one. Check in with yourself on a daily basis. What I mean by checking in with yourself is if you notice you're turning to food, you're like, oh, I just really want to eat these cookies, or I'm going to have a drink or have a cigarette or whatever it is that you're doing, have a smoke. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? That mindfulness, the awareness to check in with yourself becomes very valuable. And then lastly, for sleep, here's your actionable step, because you can't actually control how much you sleep. Like, I believe me, I've tried quite a bit. But what you can control is what you do before bed and leading up to it. So what I invite all of you to do is no food or screen time at least an hour before bed. So no food or screen time an hour before bed. Boom, those are your actionable tasks. I'm going to try and sign off here. I don't even know if I'll be able to because my app's got me locked out. I think if I ended the broadcast here, everything else should shut off, but we're going to see. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging. Christian, appreciate you. Also,
Cheers, y'all.
Phone situation figured out. We'll eat some num-nums and let it roll. Take my dog for a walk every 30 minutes or so, twice a day. Boom. That's exactly it, Margaret. Crushing it. That's beautiful. All right. Cheers, y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow again, 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for the account. Unfortunately, we didn't hit the 1,560, so we didn't do our giveaway. But I have a giveaway announcement for tomorrow, so make sure you guys are stay tuned for that because we're going to have some new giveaways going down. And we still have our $2,000 giveaway. You guys can sign up. I got my link tree right here. The giveaway's there. Catch you guys later.